Exactly.
Like,
yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hello, and welcome to Spooky Sips, where we put our love of horror movies into a podcast and sip some spirits along the way. I'm one of your hosts, Yvette, here with my co-hosts, Laura and Brianna.
Hello.
Hey. Okay, we're doing something kind of fun this time because we are talking about the third movie in a trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
And so we will be referencing all three, but we're mostly focusing on Maxxxine.
Mm-hmm.
So the first was Pearl.
Yes.
Then it was X. And this one is Maxxxine.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll talk, in and out about all three, but we're focusing on the third.
Yes, because we did already do Pearl for an episode.
Yes, which if you want to listen to that, it's episode 19, and that will help you with this one. So listen to that one first, and then come back to this one.
And honestly, we should go back and do X.
I know.
I mean, obviously we've all seen it.
No,
but
I know.
I think were we doing the podcast when it came out?
I don't know.
Maybe just starting
before, or just starting, but X is so good.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what started us wanting to watch both Pearl and Maxxxine because we love X so much.
Yeah.
But it would be good to do it out of order because the movies kind of came out in order.
They did. Right.
Yeah. Like chronologically, it goes Pearl, X, Maxxxine, but the movies came out X, Pearl, Maxxxine.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. No, totally. Yeah. So this one is in the 80s. It's in Hollywood. It follows Maxxxine. She's an adult movie star, but she's trying to break into the real Hollywood movies.
Yes.
And she's got a past, and it unfolds in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I think we forgot to talk about this in our last episode, but normally we talk about if we've seen this before.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason I bring that up is because, yes, we've all seen this before. I think we all saw it together, right?
Yeah, I remember seeing it in theater.
Yeah.
Like when it came out.
Did we all go see it in theater together? I think we did.
Have. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so we all saw this together because we all saw it because we liked X so much.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, the very first time that I watched Maxxxine, I was not very into it. I don't know if it was just
I love
my life circumstances at the time, or maybe honestly it had been too far since X and I didn't refresh my memory.
Yeah.
And I will say not every movie in trilogies has this, but I think because I refreshed my memory on X before watching Maxxxine this time, first time I watched it, didn't really love it. This time I got it. I loved it. I thought it was so much better because I remembered more of X.
They're very bound together.
They are.
And not all trilogies do that. And Pearl is, but it's a little removed.
I mean,
it's there in the background, but X and Maxxxine are very connected.
Because X is supposed to take place in the 70s.
Yeah.
And then Maxxxine is 80s, and then Pearl is 1910s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be quite a hop.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And in X and Maxxxine, it's the same character, Maxxxine, that we're following.
Mm-hmm. Now, I remember the first time I watched it, I loved it. I came out of the movie theater and I was like, this movie is so good. I loved it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what it was about it. I think really it was just that I didn't remember enough of X or refresh my memory enough.
Well, and sometimes it's hard when you love one.
Yeah.
Because it's it sets the bar unreasonably high,
But this time around, oh my gosh, I loved it so much. I was like, oh, I was totally wrong the first time I watched this, which just goes to show, sometimes you need to give things a second chance.
For sure.
If you're watching
because you bring yourself to the movie. If you've had a really shitty day, if you're in a breakup, whatever it is can affect how you watch it.
Mm-hmm.
No, for sure.
All right. So should we do a very quick summary of X?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good.
So basically there's this farm in rural is a hard word for me to say.
Rural juror.
Rural juror. A rural juror. In rural Texas in 1979. And this group of people go to shoot a porn movie. There.
Yeah, they're aspiring adult stars. They want to become famous porn actors and actresses.
Yeah.
So there's Maxxxine and then 5 of her friends.
Mm-hmm.
And they go and they rent this little like farmhouse.
It's like the guest house on the farm.
House, yeah.
Yeah.
They rent it from Howard. And I don't know that we ever learned her name was Pearl, or did we learn her name was Pearl?
I think we learned her name was Pearl.
Okay. We did.
So Howard and Pearl. And Howard's like, I don't like what you're doing, but just be discreet.
Yeah.
And then we see Pearl like lurking in shadows and like watching them and like just being a real creep.
Yes.
Dirty bird.
Dirty bird. And because she's like jealous because she wanted to be a dancer.
Yeah.
That's not what they're doing, but yes.
Right. She wanted to be famous. Some fighting between the friends happens, but then essentially Pearl starts to murder them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we also learn early that Howard is kind of freaked out by Maxxine because she looks exactly like Pearl used to.
Yes.
Like to a T. Like
they
identical.
Both kind of have a reaction to that.
And so he thinks that's part of why Pearl is so fascinated with them, because it's like she's seeing herself.
Yeah. So yeah, she's killing them as they're like trying to escape. They're trying to leave.
It's the it has Jenna Ortega as, I think her name is like Lucille or something. It's something, or Lorraine. It's something like that. Like that amazing scream that she has that you've probably seen in like
she is so good.
Reels and TikToks is in this movie. And it's just such a good moment in the movie that if you haven't seen it, you should.
Oh, for sure.
Such good like deaths and horror scenes,
like old school.
Howard locks like her in the basement with like a dead cop, and then one girl gets pushed into the lake with alligator that eats her. It's like
vintage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vintage horror.
Horror.
No, they nailed the 70s, like Texas Chainsaw. It was clearly an inspiration for that.
And I feel like when modern movies try to do that, they never pull it off because they make it too like shiny and new. Like they nailed it in this movie.
Perfect.
The vibes.
Yeah. No, that's one thing that they do right. And honestly, I think it was the same in this movie. Where they nailed the 80s. They wanted it to look like it was the 80s. They wanted everything to
cocaine everywhere.
I feel like that's what was so impressive about Maxxxine though is the scale. Like X and Pearl, it's like make a farmhouse, like you can control everything. Maxxxine was Hollywood. They filmed in LA.
Yeah.
So it was like, let's turn an entire world
they did.
The 80s.
They really did.
I think they did a good job. And I think even like the cameras and stuff that they used it in order to look like it was from the 80s. I think they did such a good job with that.
So good. So X ends really with everyone dying except Maxxxine, who as she goes to escape, Pearl tries to like come at her again. Brutal death. Maxxxine like runs over her head with her car. But
it's like kind of like prophetic for the next movie.
For sure.
Yes.
You know.
And so she gets away.
Yeah.
But I think we learn in Maxxxine the murders that happened in that farmhouse were never solved.
Yeah.
Right. So then cut to Maxxxine, that takes place 6 years later. So in 1985, best year in history.
It is Laura's year.
The most interesting people were born in 1985. So anyway,
and she is an adult star. So like, she did it. She went to Hollywood. She's an adult star. But we very quickly realized like she wants to become more. And so that's kind of where Maxxxine like starts.
Yeah. Well, and even before we kind of see that, we do get, because I love the way it starts, it's like a home movie of Maxxxine as a kid. And she's like dancing at this church talent show or something. And it becomes very important that what her dad tells her, because he's like this televangelist, like very strict, very religious guy. And he makes her recite to him, I will not accept a life I do not deserve. So that kind of sets the stage. And then, we see that, she's a porn star.
There are a lot of Easter eggs in Maxxxine for Pearl and X, and I probably will not catch all of them.
Right.
But the dance that the little girl, that young Maxxine is doing, is the same dance that Pearl does.
I thought it was.
Yes, it is the exact same dance.
I thought it was. That's awesome. Okay, so I like the way it starts and we get the little flashback movie, but then we see Maxxine and her hair is different. So she's kind of like obviously trying to kind of hide her past. She was brunette in X and now she's blonde. And she's just wearing this denim on denim outfit and just struts into this audition. And they're kind of being like judgy jerks to her, like, oh, you're a porn star. Like, what makes you think like you can do this? Do you need us to put up your cue cards? She's like, no, I know my lines. Yeah. She's auditioning for a real movie. And she just gives this monologue that is so moving and emotional and like really good acting.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, yeah. And then they comment that it's really good, but then they're like, okay, now show us your boobs.
Yep.
Yeah. They're like, okay, remove the top. We need to see
okay, remove the top.
But then she walks out and she like is walking by the line of girls that all look very similar to her.
Yes.
And she's like, y'all can go home because I just fucking nailed it. Like,
yes.
And then she gets in her car and she drives away. And I love this like montage moment of her like going to work. Yeah, because she gets in her car, she goes to work. We see that like she's going on set and we immediately realize it's like a porn because she just walks in and they're just like having sex and she starts talking to them while the guy is like, doing his best. And it's just so funny. Like,
and I love her car, like that she's, drives there. It has the vanity license plate.
Yes.
The name is Maxxine Minx, which is such a great porn star name. But her license plate is spelled Maxxine Maxxx. INE.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, get like the montage of the Night Stalker news and stuff.
Yes. Oh, it's so good. Like, I mean, it sets us up perfectly for the time that we are. Like the satanic panic is happening, the Night Stalker, like it's just like all of the things are shown to us at the beginning.
Well, and we should say that for the first time, there was a moment of disagreement about what we should sip on. And we're going to explain to you why. Because as she gets into her dressing room, she has this porcelain goose, like this very 80s goose.
Like a cookie jar goose.
Like a cookie jar.
Yes. Once again, a callback to Pearl.
Yes, because she killed a goose.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she takes the lid off and it's just full of cocaine.
It's a giant thing of cocaine.
And she gets like her little cardboard and her little $2 bill and she snorts a bunch of coke. But when we were talking about what we should watch, Laura mentions later that they're drinking Coke. And so she was like, oh, we should have Coke. And I was like, no, we should have Coke as in cocaine.
Yes.
Yes, that should be our drink.
Because Laura at first suggested it. And then she was like, well, just kidding. And I was like, no, not kidding. Our drink is cocaine.
Actually the only thing they have.
Our drink is completely cocaine for this movie. So
listeners, we're not actually advocating illegal drugs.
No. Or are we?
No. Wink.
No. Wink, wink.
No, we're not. We've never done
we're
it.
not. I've never even done cocaine. So, maybe it's time. But yeah, that's what we're sipping on. Coke. And you can decide whatever type of Coke that is for your needs.
And you can also pair it with whatever. Maybe you want Coke from a goose cookie jar. Maybe you want a rum and Coke, a whiskey Coke.
Yes.
Just Coke.
All great options.
Whatever type of Coke you would like.
I recently learned that if you do a Diet Coke and rum, you absorb the alcohol faster because it doesn't have all of the shit, like the sugar and shit, like slows down the alcohol absorption. So you get drunker with Diet Coke and rum.
I thought usually the sugar is what makes you feel bad too, right?
Exactly.
Like, better. Yeah.
I know that like bubbles make you feel drunker faster.
Right.
Oh, I mean, champagne.
Yeah.
So that's it. Yep. There we are.
But then she gets the role.
Yes.
She gets the role and it's so cute because the way she like we learn is that she runs and she's so excited and she has her gay best friend who's like works at the movie rental store. And she goes in and she's like, you know, what famous actresses got their start in a horror movie? And he like lists off people like Jamie Lee Curtis and then we learned that she got the role in Puritan 2.
Yes.
Which is very exciting.
Yes.
And I love also one of the things I like about this movie is that then we see all these like 80s transitions, like just the way that like the transition between scenes and like kind of the montages and like them showing different things happening at once with just like the big, like, I don't know, black borders that are happening between the scenes. It's just very fun.
Yeah.
Well, and one of the things we should say is at this point, she has 2 people that she knows. The first was the girl that was in the middle of filming her porn scene. She had asked Maxxine out because she was like, hey, I'm going to this party tonight. Do you want to come with me? And Maxxine was like, no, I got to work, because she was going to this place that's like
Show World.
Yeah, Show World. It's like, you know, in like Europe, the windows
like
of the
Amsterdam.
Girls? Yes. Yeah. It was like that. Like it wasn't a strip joint so much as like they're in a box performing.
And they can like, he like puts in a quarter and it like opens.
Yep.
Yeah.
And all we see is this guy with like leather gloves that's just gripping so hard as she's dancing.
Yeah.
And it's like, is it that he's turned on or is it that he wants to murder her? Or
and he like breaks the board.
Yes, he's so mad. Yep.
Yes.
But as she's leaving that place, her other friend is like, hey, I'm going to this party in the hills. It's like really fancy. There's a gondola. Like, do you want to come? Yeah. And she doesn't. And so her friend goes off. So yeah, then she tells her friend, and then her friend and her go back. I think they live together, or they at least are hanging out a lot.
Yeah. They're just hanging out.
Right. Like they're,
yeah.
Like, and they watch a movie and they fall asleep to it.
Oh yeah. With the guy friend, right?
Yeah.
From downstairs.
Yeah.
I think he just works in the store downstairs. Okay. And so that's why.
Is this before or after the alley scene? Because we have to talk about the alley scene.
Oh, well, the alley scene was the peep show thing.
So because that is when her friend left for the party.
Yeah.
And she decided to go home, so she walked home.
Yeah. I mean, we can't skip that scene.
Because okay. I have to say, when I first saw this, and even then the second time I watched this movie, because I kind of had forgotten, I was like, is this part of like a porno that she's filming? Because like this doesn't feel like
it has that vibe, because he says a really cheesy line.
Right.
Because she's walking down an alley and there's a fence and it's locked. So you get the idea that she like goes down this alley all the time and it's not normally locked.
Yeah.
And then as she turns around, there's this like shadowy figure.
Yes.
And he has a knife. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then what is it that he says? He's like, you can run, but you can't hide.
Yeah, he says something dumb like that.
So that's when you're like, wait, is this a porn? Like,
like what? Yeah.
But earlier when she was like getting ready for her like second job, we had seen that she had set like a gun with all of her clothes, like a gold gun, like a fancy gun.
Because we know the Night Stalker
is out.
Yes.
Is out. Saw that montage.
Yeah.
And so I just look. So she gets the gun, and then he's like backing up.
Yep.
Right? Because like,
whoa, don't take it so serious.
She brought the gun to the knife fight.
Literally.
But then she makes him strip. She makes him take off all of his clothes. And then she puts the gun up to his mouth. And then she makes him suck on it. And I'm like, this is just such a baller, badass move. She's like, you want to try to assault me? Fuck you. And she like just totally.
And he has this like weird show makeup on that's like, like a performer in like the 20s almost. Like it's, you know what I mean? It's like weird makeup, which I feel like we later then see more of that. It doesn't have to do with it, but just the makeup can be very like dramatic in this movie.
Also kind of like a nod to Pearl?
Yeah, like that's kind of what I feel like, because I feel like the makeup tells a whole nother story in this movie. But so he's sucking on her gun like you do.
And you think, oh, maybe she'll, shoot him. This will be the first kill in the movie.
Yep.
But no, that's not what she does.
She tells him to lay down.
Ass up.
Oh.
And she's like shit talking him She's like, yeah, you think you're going to kill me? Like, you're going to attack me? Here's what's going to happen to you.
Yeah, like, oh, like, you know what I did to the last person who tried to kill me?
Oh, yeah. Do you know what I did to the last
that is
person who tried to
says.
kill me? And then she stomps on his balls.
Yeah.
And
with
you guys,
her heels.
it's so graphic.
Yeah.
You just
like
see...
the gore in this is at times like a little like
much
showy.
Oof.
But this one is
like, okay, what I'm imagining is like a couple of things. Like either, you know, like if you like smash a watermelon on the ground and it just like explodes and all the insides come out. I feel like it's kind of like either that or like if you got a tomato in your hand and just close your fist as hard as you could.
It's more like a tomato, in my opinion. The watermelon's too thick. It's a tomato.
Yeah.
So that's what we see happen.
Yep.
Underneath her heels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then again, it's like another dramatic transition because the scene transitions are amazing. You know, so we move to the next.
Well, and you know what? It's funny because I wrote this down, but I didn't remember it at the time. Because what she says, but right before she stomps on the balls is, do you know what happened to the last person who tried to kill me? And then she says, I crushed her fucking head. And then boom, stomps. And because she did.
Yeah.
That's what she did to Pearl.
Because that's what she did.
And that's kind of the first moment that we nods to X, where we see like the direct tie-in.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, oh, she's the same person. Yeah, same character.
So her friend and her fall asleep to a movie, and they wake up to the news that the two girls are missing because they're not found yet. They're just missing.
Yeah,
and you can tell that she's like, "Oh shit! Wait, is that my friends?" Like,
well, and I think it's after he falls asleep.
That she gets the knock at the door.
Yeah,
it's a knock at the door.
Yeah.
And in the door is an envelope with a VHS tape. Kids that listen to our podcast, VHS is how you used to have to watch movies. And you put it into a VHS player and you had to like push physical buttons to rewind and fast forward.
Yeah.
And it's a video of her. It's like, it's because the outfit is the same. So it's her when she was at the farmhouse. She's in these overalls that she wears the whole time. They're like, it's an amazing outfit.
Oh, it's so good.
And well, she's not wearing the overalls in this scene, but she has the bandana on. And she's just like having sex, but she's on top and she like looks down and into the camera.
So basically footage from this porno, evidence that she was at
the farmhouse.
The farmhouse.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, then we also see like a scene there. We see that the gloved man, we can't see who it is, but we see that he is paying a detective to follow her.
Yes.
And then we see so I wrote this down as our first and second death officially of this movie. That we see the friends at the party, we see them getting tortured.
Yeah.
Which is,
and they're like in a hotel room. It almost feels, it's like a very like, it's like a little house or something.
Yeah.
And they're
it's
like,
hard to tell.
Yeah. Like they're, they're being dragged to and from and like being tortured and terrified.
They're all like bound and it's really sad.
Yeah.
And then the casting of her face scene.
Oh, that's one of my favorite scenes.
So we see
did that happen?
I just don't want to be the only one talking. No, so we see.
I think you took the best notes.
Well, yeah, but see, that's why I say it. Then
okay. So this is a great scene because she goes into this room and it's it looks like an art studio, and she's there to get her cast because at the end of the movie they have a cast of her face that they'll use as a prop, so she has to get that done. So the makeup artist and her are talking. She asks like what the scar is on her arm as they're getting ready. And Maxxine, like, very vaguely is like, oh, it's a gunshot. I was shot. And the person is like, by who? And she pauses and she's like, it's a long story.
Yeah.
And so the girl gets her all set up and she pours this goo on. And it's like what slime is, I feel like. Like it's the consistency of slime. But she pours it over her head and covers her whole face. She can breathe out of her little nose. But that's it. And it's very gooey and it's not like a hard cast. It's like very
but it's
melty.
Like starting to kind of harden. Like it looks like, like wax.
And she tells her like, okay, you need 10 minutes for it to harden. I'll be right back. So she leaves and her mind just starts going. It's like snapshots.
Yeah.
And she's like
past.
Imagining feeling. So one of the things that happens in X is Pearl like gets into bed with Maxxine and she's like a creepy old lady.
Yeah.
And like just like oddly like aggressive and sexual at the same time. And so like she's like Maxxine is remembering Pearl's hands like on her chest.
Yeah.
And then we cut back to her in the chair and we see Pearl's hands behind her.
Yes.
Like to start choking her. And at this point you can see that Maxxine is like freaking out. And the chair kicks back and falls in this really dramatic way. And the girl that was doing it burst in and is like, oh my God, what happened? But it's like a very like intense moment.
Yeah.
Just
for
the
Maxxine.
way that mask, like the one long like dangle piece, like it's so freaking creepy.
Yeah. And I think it's the first moment where we know that she is about to start filming. And this is her chance. She talked about in her audition how she was 33. Like, this is it for her. Like, but we see for the first time that, like, her past is fucking with
catching up.
Her potential, her, like, availability. Like, she is in her head, not in the present.
Yep.
Yeah. And, okay, something I didn't catch while watching it, but then I saw in an interview after with Ty West, I think he wrote, directed, and
I think he did everything.
He did like everything. Apparently, if you look around during that scene, the other props and stuff are the ways that other people died in the last movies.
Nice.
So like all of the props around that they would have made reflected a bunch of the other deaths.
I need to watch Fun Facts and then go back and watch the movie again.
Yes.
Just like I like
to look out for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like just like I liked this movie way more the second time than the first time. I bet the third time will be even better because I'll know to look out for that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure how the timeline, because I know that like we find the girls, but she also starts her job. Like I don't remember what.
Yeah, there's a lot happening, and then when she talks to the
detectives,
the detective, or no, I meant Kevin Bacon.
Yes, she does. Yeah,
because then she also talks to the detectives.
Yes.
So I think first what happened?
There are so many people in this.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts.
And that's why I wrote down so we can so first we see that there's two detectives investigating. They find two dead bodies and they have this quote unquote satanic branding.
Yes.
So, and it's literally like it's like a satanic star, like branded on their heads.
Yeah. And so they're kind of they're investigating it, and the woman is in a bunch of stuff too, as is the actors that play the detectives. But the only thing I can think of when I see the man that played the male detective is who he was
in the City.
In Sex in the City.
I knew it.
He plays the guy with the funky tasting spunk.
The spunky funk. He drinks his own spunk.
Every time I see him in something else, I'm just like thinking about his funky spunk.
So funny.
And yeah, the girl's in a lot. My favorite is when she was in True Detective and she was his wife. God, she was good in that role.
Yeah.
I love that show, by the way.
That's
a total tangent, but like that's one of the best.
But yeah, so then Maxxine gets the note to go and meet. It's a threatening note, basically.
Yeah.
You have to come meet me. So she goes to meet the detective, who is Kevin Bacon.
Yes.
Who I love.
His character is so good because I hate him.
That's
how you know it's good, when you hate them.
Yeah, they like go to a restaurant and he has
like a fancy restaurant.
Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's basically like, I know who you are and what you did.
Yeah.
And he's also saying like, the murders that happened in X, like they were never solved. So like he's threatening.
Yeah, because he's saying like, I know it was you. Like I know you were there. I know it was you. Like and he's like, and the guy that I work for wants answers.
Yeah. So like go to whatever location.
Yeah, it's clear that he is not the one after her. He's just the hired hitman doing the work, but it's someone else that is like behind.
I just love his character too, because he's so like, I don't give a shit. I'm being paid for this. Like, like he's almost like you like him because you hate him so much because he's just,
for sure.
He is what he is. He's nothing more, nothing less. Like, I love it.
But he writes down an address and she puts it like in her pocket and goes.
Yeah.
And then
we see that the detectives, now it's cutting to the detectives are trying to interview or talk to Maxxine about the deaths.
Yeah, because they're like, you were here with both of them. And she's like, I'm not talking to you. And she doesn't. And
I
she
don't talk to cops.
She's like, I don't talk to cops, which is what everyone should do. If I give any advice in my life, it is don't talk to cops. So that's my one thing.
And then we meet another incredible character, Maxxine's agent, because that's who she goes to for help.
I'm like, is his face real? I don't know. I love it
so much.
It's so good. It's so good.
Like they found a way in this movie to just like make it so fun, but like not over the top, you know, like it's so like, stereotypical kind of LA agent, like whatever, but like it works. And like Kevin Bacon's character, it just works.
Like, and that's what I was saying with like the makeup and the costuming, I think are such a huge part of this movie because I think that's what helps make it what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Where it's like, it's not a joke. It's not like, you know, a parody of the era. It's like an interpretation of the era.
It puts you in it. It really puts you in it. And I love it. I love it so much.
And he's basically like, look, I'll take care of it. You just focus on what you need to focus on. Like, you got to do this. So let me handle it. You do you.
Yes.
So then it cuts to that she's, you know, at work and she and the director. So we should say that I love the director of
Me too.
The Puritan.
Yes.
I love this character.
Movies. She is just
I love all of the characters.
I really do.
Me too.
So many good performances.
Yeah.
Yes. And so she's just like this badass director woman who's like, look, I expect a lot from you, Maxxine. Like, I'll replace you in a second if I need to, but also I believe in you. Like, so, one of the things I think she does to kind of try to like snap her into like getting her shit together is she takes her to the set of the Bates Motel.
Yes. Which it's like, okay, you're going to be in a horror movie now. So,
because she's like instilling life lessons in their little golf cart on the way.
Yes.
But they get there and she's like, look at this. This is it. This is what it could be. Like, and she talks about how like, this is her chance as the director to like make this movie something bigger than it is meant to be. Because it's just another horror sequel. And she's like, no, let's make it something else. But to do that, we have to like elevate.
Yes.
Yeah. The movie is very meta without being
very
actually annoying about. Again, like I don't know how they managed to do all of this.
But they
successfully,
really did.
but like they did.
Yes, they really did. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Because she had been late and the director was like,
yes,
do this again and you're done.
She was basically like, clearly there's something going on and whatever it is, go take care of it. And like,
so at this point, she's like, I'm giving you the weekend.
Yeah.
And she says like, whatever is stopping you from being here, like in your mind, like squash it. And Maxxine's like, I intend to. So we know like she's got a weekend to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
So then as she's like leaving the set, the PI, Kevin Bacon, who'd been following her, she just goes up to him because he's just sitting in his car and his window is down and she just beats the shit out of him.
Oh, it's so good.
Punching him and like, just beats him up.
She walks out with like a fist and then it's just her keys going through like between her fingers. Oh,
she just fucking assaults him. It's amazing.
Which I shouldn't admit this, but like I probably could never be like that aggressive.
Oh, I could.
But I absolutely, if I'm in like a shady place and my car is parked somewhere weird and I feel like uncomfortable, I absolutely put my key out.
No, I could, especially if I was like protecting someone else, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't so I don't have
No, I mean, I never would.
evidence of admitting that.
No,
never
absolutely
done it.
not. I would never do that.
So then she's
Anyways,
studying her lines. So she's studying her lines, and this is such a good scene because it's like cutting between her reading these like horrific dialogue and like parts of the movie, and she's highlighting them in yellow. And while she's doing that, it's like cutting between that.
It's an aggressive highlight.
Yeah,
it's
like
very aggressive
because it's building the tension.
It's all that coke.
That's all that coke is getting to her. You know,
probably we do see her doing coke a lot.
Yeah, like the whole time.
So like we're seeing her doing that, but then then it cuts to her friend at the movie store, and then it goes back to like her highlighting, and then the friend at the movie store.
Mm-hmm.
And we just get this brutal. So this is, I think, our third death.
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm.
Just this brutal killing of her video store friend.
Yeah,
it's like the killings in this movie, the deaths.
Yeah, like because at first he cuts the back of his neck.
Yeah, the back of the neck,
and it just is like
stuff coming out. Oh,
yeah.
But then like Maxxine comes down. Because there's like a crime scene happening.
Because she like basically lives above the video.
Yeah, she lives above it.
Yeah.
And there's, a bunch of people like talking and taking pictures. And then they're wheeling him out and the two detectives are there. Mm-hmm. And they like lock eyes with her and they pull his sheet back.
Crazy move, by the way, detective.
I know.
Just look at that.
Well, and like also, like you've seen in the detectives that like he's a dick, like he's just like
he's just a dumb cop,
right? He's just a dumb cop, and we're like, take a more subtle approach,
right?
Like, so they're doing the good cop, bad cop, not like they tried to do that, but that's just
who they are. Right. But Maxxine, like, it kind of goes in slow motion and she like tries to run through and she's upset and screaming.
And you see the same branding.
Yes. He has the little satanic symbol. And so like, I think at this point, the cops are like, okay, we got to her. Cause I think they were trying to show that like she knew the girls too.
Yeah.
Because they're like, how are you involved in this?
Yeah. They're like, clearly there's a connection here.
Right.
Like,
and I think that's when we go to the morgue. Right. And like,
so
she
then
talks to
she decides to talk to them.
Yeah. Because the dumb cop is like being really stupid and like trying a tactic to get to her and it doesn't work. Mm-hmm. And so the other detective steps in and she's like, go away. Like,
yeah.
But she basically is just telling her like, look, your friends are dying and you're in danger. Like, what's the connection here? Like, what's happening?
Because she admits, she's like, this is not the Night Stalker.
Yeah.
We know that this person is trying to make it seem like they're the Night Stalker. They're being a copycat.
Yeah.
But the one that has killed your three friends, we know is not the Night Stalker.
And so they're like, what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
And she just doesn't have any answers.
Yeah.
Nope, she doesn't have much.
And then we just see her getting ready for the next night, right? Because she's going to go out.
The next thing I wrote down was that she's back. She's on the set again because there's a scene of the pilgrim biting into the apple, which is
where she meets the other girl.
She meets another girl.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is when she was late. This is when she was late, right?
Yes, this is when she was late.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think maybe
it's fine. Just watch it yourself.
There's so much There's so much happening. I think we need to just stick to the big stuff. And some of this is going to be out of order because it jumps around a lot.
Because it's us. That's what we do. But so they're on the set and there's this girl dressed up as like a pilgrim.
Yes.
So it's for, obviously the Puritan. And she goes and she bites into this apple and it's just blood gushes out of the apple and like down her mouth. And it's just such a cool moment. Scene. Now, isn't this the girl that was in
Emily in Paris?
Emily in Paris.
Yeah. Lily Collins.
Yeah.
She's so different in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's wild. Like, so different.
And you can tell that the director doesn't love her. Like, it's not that she doesn't, but you can tell that the director is a little impatient with her. But, she walks back to her trailer with Maxxine kind of talking about like, I was brought back for this. So like, this is an amazing director. Like take all you can from her, learn what you can, like,
And she does this like foreshadowing thing of like, I have the best scream. Like I might not be a famous actress, but I like have the best scream. And she does this, like she's standing in the doorway and nothing about the scene is scary. But then she does this like scream scare with her eyes and mouth wide open. And at first it seems cheesy, but then like when you look at it, it's really actually scary.
Yeah.
Like it's terrifying.
But then she tells Maxxine she has to go because an out-of-town producer is having a party.
Yes. In the hills.
In the hills.
So,
and you can tell that Maxxine like is a little bit like, but you know.
And then before the getting ready, the PI happens to find Maxxine again. And there ends up being a chase. So it's like chase through like all the fake sets, like New York City or whatever in Hollywood, through the Bates Motel. Like he's running after her. She is running away. And it's really fun because it's like, I love when like movie sets show movies.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because it's like an out of body moment.
Yeah.
Like an out of film moment,
Again,
you know?
I don't know how he nailed it so much like in this movie. Because it's like movies about Hollywood, I feel like sometimes are like, eye roll, but it's so fun.
I agree.
But then,
and so he chases her into the house, and she shuts the door. And again, it's cool because you see the house on the outside is fully a house, and then inside it's just empty because it's a set.
It's a set.
So
and he's like pounding on the door, and real security, is behind him, and he's able to kind of like smooth talk him. And hide his gun that he had out and just like escape.
With his smooth like Southern charm, like, oh, I'm lost.
And then he gets kicked off the set. And one of the things that we've seen when she's on set is there's a lot of protesters talking about how like Satan doesn't belong in film. And, you know, because she's an adult film star. And so it's very risque having her be in this because that's against morals, you know?
Yep.
But yes, then she goes home.
Because then this is when the producers like take the weekend, have some fun.
Yes. So I love her getting ready. Again, lots of cocaine.
Yes.
And she has this amazing makeup.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's like this pink
Here's what it
band across her eyes.
You know the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Absolutely, yes.
And how they have the band that goes to their eyes, but theirs is a bandana.
Yes.
But hers is just the makeup of the band.
And she's got this amazing outfit on.
Yes.
All the coke in the world.
Yes. Like she just nails that. Like she just looks so cool. You know, like
she really, that like
just
coke
looks so cool. Yes.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
And she goes to a nightclub and it's like popping off and she's dancing. And we get the vibe that she's being watched.
Yep.
And it's like we understand that she knows that she's being watched. So we see her leave and walk away, and then we see the detective follow her. And they go into the bathroom. And this is maybe one of the most disgusting bathrooms of TV history.
Like every toilet gets worse than the last.
The only one that was worse was the bathroom from Candyman.
Oh.
Other than that, this is the grossest.
Because it made me think of Seven. Like how that film was so dark and disgusting. Like this bathroom looks like it could have been in Seven.
Yeah, definitely.
And so he's just like shit talking. He's like, I'm going to get you. And he's going stall by stall. He's like, you're so dumb. You thought you could hide. You can't hide. And then he opens the last one and the window little thing is, open. And he's like, fuck. So the chase ensues.
Yes.
So she goes outside, like out in this like back entrance.
Yeah, it almost looks like they end up in like a where cars are, like a
junkyard.
Junkyard. Thank you. I was like, what is the word for that?
It's like a loading. Well, first. Oh yeah, like he chases her out of the club, and it's like a loading dock outside the club.
Oh right, right.
But then at first I thought he was her lawyer. No, first I thought he was her agent, and then I thought he was her lawyer because she talked about like if I give you $1, you're my lawyer. So her agent, lawyer.
He is because they make it a point to say like he is her agent, and her lawyer, but her entertainment law lawyer.
Yeah,
like he only does entertainment law. Like you can tell that at first he's like that's all I do, but we also get the feeling that like he could be in the mafia and he can actually really handle anything. So like
for sure,
he's her agent / entertainment.
Him with the sweatsuit on the bicycle during
was whatever scene that favorite with his assistant.
Yes,
and his little sweatsuit.
Yes, his sweatsuit, the red sweatsuit.
Yeah, it was red.
So yeah,
then they're in the
there.
junkyard.
They knock him out.
Yep.
Right outside the club, and then they end up in a junkyard.
Yes.
And it's amazing because like you've got the crusher.
Yes.
If you know what that is, like
the car crusher.
If you are of a certain age, which young people might not know.
Brave Little Toaster, is that what you're going to talk about?
Have you ever seen Brave Little Toaster?
Matthew, I scared Matthew
Matt
with
likes
that
it.
movie. I scared him. I didn't know it was scary. I loved it. And only as I got older, I realized because I tried to make
dark.
Kids I nannied for watch it, and I was like, this is fucking dark.
It's a dark movie. But like I've had this fear of like junkyard crushers ever since that movie, because it like comes in and it's just this evil thing that just crushes all the appliances that are alive. It's so sad.
But it's this amazing scene because it's got the crusher with this red car under it.
Yeah.
And Kevin Bacon is shackled in there. And then across from them, you've got Maxxine, her agent, and then just this like hired guy with these two Rottweilers.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he like comes to, and he's just like, no, never mind. He's like, I'll do anything. Like I can do anything for you. Like he's like, don't do this.
Yeah.
And he had like made a big thing that he was an atheist earlier. And then of course, in his final moment, he's like praying panically.
Right.
But it's
and
ruthless.
I just love like she has no doubts.
Nope.
She's not second guessing herself. She's like, this man is trying to ruin my life. And her agent, like, I know because he probably can make money from her. And it keeps lowering. And I love how like it lowers most of the way, and you hear him kind of screaming, and it kind of pauses a little. I think maybe it gets stuck on some structural part of the car, and then it lowers more, and you just see gushing blood come out.
Yeah.
And again, it's the perfect amount that it's not so much that it's like stupid.
Oh, they nail the blood.
No, it's perfect.
But it's this like pool of blood from the driver's door, and the dogs are like going nuts.
The dogs come and lick it up.
Because they let the dogs go, and the dogs are just drinking it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And her agent's like, all right, you can go home. Like,
he's like, we'll take care of this. You don't have to worry about that.
I mean, great agent.
Yeah.
Well, because you
above and beyond.
You get the feeling that like, yes, it is about money. 100%. But like, you can tell that he actually also like wants this for her. Like he's like, you deserve this. You are a star. I want this for you. Like,
yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was our fourth death.
Kevin Bacon's dead.
She starts.
And actually, the movie from this point, because I was noticing this, like, there's not that many more scenes. It's just that the ending scene lasts longer.
Yeah.
So it's a quick roll into the end.
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah, because she basically realizes that this party in the hills that all of her friends have been saying, that's the pattern.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so she had gotten that note with the address of 166 Starlight Drive.
Yeah, that was what he gave her at the restaurant. And he was like, you have to go.
So I think at this point, you know, up until now in the movie, we've seen like, she's like, I got to look out for myself. Fuck everyone else. Not fuck everyone else, but like basically just like,
I mean, kind of, because there's the scene with the detective where she's like, you could help the next like victim, like you could do something here. And she says, well, maybe she should save herself.
Right.
And it was in this moment that she was, she heard the detective voice saying, but what about the next girl?
Right.
Yeah.
And so this is when she starts to shift, I think, from laser focused on just her fame and just her success, and realizes maybe I should save the next girl, because she knows that Emily in Paris is going to go to this party.
To the,
Or so she leaves, and as she pulls out, we see the detectives follow her. And they get there, and her friend had mentioned that like you have to take a gondola up because it's where the Hollywood sign is.
Yes.
Like
it's
right
a funicular.
Okay, I'm sorry, funicular.
What's a funicular?
The thing she wrote.
I would have never known that.
Like essentially like what, a cable car that goes up a mountain?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although, okay, the story for that was actually kind of fun because, you know, I watched an interview with Ty West where they were like, why a funicular to get to this like party? Like, where did this come from? And I guess the inspiration was that when he was like pretty new in Hollywood, he got invited to a Halloween party. And like he didn't drop names, but it was like someone that was like, okay, that's gonna be fun. Like this is like a big person. Like I bet it'll be really fun. And he got to the house and there was like no one really there. Like it was quiet, like kind of lame, you know? So he was gonna leave. And then before he left, he like ran into someone who was like, oh, this isn't the party. The party's in the other house. You had to take the funicular to get there. So he had to hop on the funicular to get to the second house on this property that had like the really cool Halloween party.
I have never heard the word funicular before.
My anxiety would hate that.
I would love it. I would love it. I would love it so much.
My anxiety would never. I would probably just die.
Than having to ride that everywhere.
Yes. Like I had a freaking panic attack when we went to the one in Vegas, the carousel, or what do you call it? Ferris wheel? What do you call it?
Eye? Isn't it the eye?
Yeah, it's something.
But that's in London.
No, that's the London one, I think.
Oh yeah, that is in London. I mean, but honestly, Vegas, just a small version of everything, right?
It
we have
really
Eiffel
is.
Tower at home.
Yes.
Like
yeah. All right. So anyways, she goes up. Like she gets out and the stupid cop is like, shouldn't we get her? And she's like, no, let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So she goes up to the house and she goes inside and it looks like the video or the flashback that we saw of the girls being tortured.
Yes.
Like we're immediately like, she's in the same place.
Right.
Because it's very obvious with the doors and all.
Although I had a critique of the movie at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Because just the day before, probably, or something, she is getting hunted by the PI, then kills the PI, takes him to a junkyard, murders him, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Where were the detectives then? Because now they follow her out of her house and know she's going to this party and know every move she's making.
Well, because if they had been following her, they would have stopped at the party. She went to a dance club.
Yeah, that's true.
And she was there for a long
jumped
time.
Out the window, did the thing.
And so they wouldn't have seen her jump. They would have
them.
thought she was in the club.
I'm just thinking they did such a good job of like following her every move when she goes to this party. I feel like they would have been also following her. And then that whole...
Well, because here's my argument for that. I think they would have been low-key following her. She would have gone to the club. They would have been in their car at the door. And then like they would have been like, shit, we lost her. So the next night, they're like, we got to be on her tail.
Okay.
I like that.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Yeah.
I just was like, wait a second.
No, yeah, I fair.
Doing such a good job of following her. Where were they when she was like,
where were they earlier?
Trouble and then murdered somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, she goes up the stairs. There's like a spiral staircase and she can hear a movie playing.
Yes.
And she goes into the room and it's the video that we had seen in the beginning, like the same black and white video. But this time, like she's answering questions from her dad. We can like hear, we can't see the dad, but we can hear. And they have like a phrase that they say. And he's like teaching her how to deliver it, like to preach it. Like you have to say it slow and with conviction, like, and what is it? It's, I will not
accept a life I do not deserve. Which, you know what? This movie is so good for so many reasons, but that's also a really great message.
It is.
Well, she then takes it to murder, but like...
yeah, but you know what? Justifiably, like...
Yeah. So, like, I feel like it's just a way to say, like, if, like, you deserve a wonderful life, and I feel like sometimes people end up believing that they don't, but that's not true.
Yeah, like you should not.
We do deserve a wonderful life. So why?
Or
let's not accept
if you're an absolute piece of shit and have a terrible life, you deserve it.
You deserve it, right?
Yeah. So, no, it's like have the day you deserve. You know.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, what was it? What was I was just watching where? Oh, it was some show where somebody like asked a cop, they were like, "Oh, hey, how are you doing today?" And he goes, "Oh, better than I deserve." And I was like, that is such a great response. I want to start saying that when people ask, like, "How are you?" "Oh, better than I deserve."
Better than I deserve.
like that. I like that.
It was so cute. It was, I think it was like a documentary, something.
That's fun. Mm-hmm.
But the tension builds, and we meet the leather-clad man.
Mm-hmm. Daddy.
And you can tell when she sees him, like, she wasn't expecting this.
No.
Yeah. And like, maybe I'm just dumb, but like, I did not expect it.
Oh, like, I did from the very beginning.
Oh, yeah,
the first time I saw this, because like the videos were with her father. So I was like, oh, it's 100%.
I mean, yeah. Like,
which is what makes the one where she's in the box so disgusting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there's two ways to interpret that. Because like in this scene, he touches her arm in such a way that I'm like, oh yeah, I think
he's done bad things. Yeah.
That's probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because the first time I watched this movie, again, I think I was less invested. I remembered less, so I did not suspect the dad. The second time watching it, I knew it was the dad.
Yeah.
It's way better when you suspect and or know that it's the dad. It makes the movie way better.
And I don't always, like, I'm not really good at guessing endings of movies, actually. But like this one, I was like, oh yeah, that's her dad. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, it's like, well, there's only so many more characters.
Right. Right. But he's talking to her, and he's talking like one of those like insane preachers, like evangelical preachers. And he's telling her like that she's just has a life of sin, and like he has to correct it, and he's like
save her. Yeah.
Yes. And he's like backing her up to the staircase. And finally he like pushes her in such a way that she tumbles. And then it pans down, and we see there's one of those old school suitcases, like with the clasps at the top. Our parents used to have one. I tried to put Matthew in it once. And well, I mean, who doesn't do that? It's fine. He doesn't remember probably.
It's fine.
and we see like body parts, like a head.
Oh, yes.
And like limbs. And it's falling down the stairs with blood going everywhere. And then the head kind of rolls on the ground, and it's Emily in Paris.
Making the same face.
Yes, making the scream face.
Yes. That's so good. And I also love, so right before he's confronting her and telling her all these things. And right before the thing he says before he kind of like makes her fall or trip over the suitcase is he's like, I'm making a film, and I'm going to make you and then he does jazz hands.
Yeah.
Star. Like she is going to be the star of his messed up film.
Yeah.
And she's knocked unconscious. And she awakens tied to a tree. She's gagged. And she's like on top of a pool. Like she's like right next to the pool.
Oh yeah, because she goes unconscious because he puts a paper or a plastic bag over her head. And so she's like struggling. And that scene was so brutal.
Okay, which listen, ladies, if that's ever happening to you, she was clawing at his hand, right? Don't take it and put a hole. Get a hole in that bag.
Yeah, put it so that it's in between your teeth and then rip.
Yeah.
Ooh,
but it gets her.
Survival tips here on
Spooky Sip survival tips.
And this is where we now see like the full scene. So it's that very classic Hollywood house on top of the hill with a pool.
Yes.
With like the lighting and there's just all of these like figures around it in white. It almost looks like choir robes is what it felt like, you know, like robes.
Kind of, yeah.
And they had this weird makeup, you know, this silver and black makeup, which was a similar thing because they had this like black band. It kind of felt like, you know, and there's a guy that's videoing them. He's got like a big video camera.
Because she's going to be the star, jazz hands.
And he's very much being like, again, the preacher, because he's like
he's telling her like you need an exorcism.
Yeah, because he's like doing it to the camera. Like you can tell that they're filming a special in which he will exorcise his daughter. And at this point,
he comes at her with the branding. thing.
Oh, right. He's got the branding iron with the
brander. But then
someone gets shot.
The detectives show up.
Like in the bushes.
So this is when I then wrote for, because I was keeping a death count. So we had 5 for the actress in the suitcase. And then I wrote 6 plus many, many more.
Yeah, it just becomes a shootout.
The rest of the
then it doesn't matter. There's too many.
Because all of the roped people had guns.
Yes.
Under their rope.
So there's a big shootout.
So it's a big fat shootout. She is able to get loose because she has her little knife.
And I love in the shootout too, like the dad gets shot, but then also gets lit on fire.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
He trips on the iron and his rope catches.
Yes.
And so he jumps into the pool. At one point, he pulls Maxxine in.
She had cut herself. She ended up cutting herself free.
But right. Yeah. And then when she's in the pool with the guy that was pulling her, she all of a sudden she takes her little knife and she shoves it up his nose.
Oh, yeah.
And I loved the way that the blood came out in this. It was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
And so at this point, the one cop is shot, the stupid cop, the dumb one.
Yep.
And the other cop
that
is
was
like,
one gripe, though. It was like, how dare they not show us the cops fighting scenes?
I know.
Right.
We just come upon them. It's like, oh, I've been shot. It's like, what? How?
You showed so much else.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if that just got lost on the editing room floor or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like for time or something.
Shot it, but
yeah.
So at this point, Maxxine is with the dumb cop holding his wound, trying to stop it.
Well, and they're at this point, because the house is close to the Hollywood sign, but the dad had fled to the Hollywood.
Yes, right. They're literally at the
they're up against it.
Yeah.
And the other cop is like, hang on, I'll be back. But then she doesn't make it either because she gets shot out and she falls down the hill.
Well, she gets a cross to the eyeball.
Oh, that's what it was. You're right. That's what it was. It was like a steel cross.
Yeah.
Like an iron cross.
to the eyeball.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, see, I wasn't sure because I think I might have looked down to write my note. I wasn't sure what it was. So I thought it was a stick. And I was like, why did a stick go in her eye? But
no, it was like an iron cross.
Yeah, it's like a cross.
And they're trying to have it's kind of, I actually kind of appreciated it because it wasn't done in too much of a cheesy way. But the one spunky cop was like, he's like, oh, I've never been to the Hollywood sign.
Right. I've lived here 30 years.
So funny.
But he dies.
Oh my gosh. So they're all dead at this point.
So he dies. And at this
she
point,
falls off the cliff or whatever. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. It's just Maxxine and her dad. And her dad is on the ground.
Yes.
He's not doing well.
And meanwhile, we see footage.
Yes, we go back.
The actual Night Stalker has been apprehended.
Thank you.
So her and her dad have this moment.
Yes.
Well, because at first we don't see it. I actually love the way they did this. So, okay, so she's confronting her dad. He's injured. And then they cut to the Night Stalker has been apprehended. And then we see this interview. Maxxine is all glammed out.
Yes.
And she's being interviewed on a late night talk show. And they're saying well, how did you take him down? And she says something about she was given divine intervention. It was all about divine intervention. I love the way she says it with her little divine intervention.
Yeah. Oh, her accent is so good.
It's so cute. But then we see how she does it.
Yes. Because we have she has a literal spotlight from the helicopter shining down on her.
Okay. So she's at the sign and she has a gun. But her dad and her have this little moment where it's kind of okay. I can't remember exactly what she says.
No, me neither.
It's he's like, he's like, you're beautiful in this light. Right. And he's like, you might make it.
And it's something about how she goes back to that. I'm going to get the life I deserve.
Yes. Yeah. Because she says it.
She does say it.
Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. She says the thing. And then we've got the helicopter light and they're saying we've caught you. Put your hands up where we can see them. So you're kind of at first I was but wait, she's not the bad guy. Why are they? But then she points the gun at her dad.
And this is a big ass like shotgun.
Like a shotgun. Not like a little gun, not a little gold
like a
gun.
double barrel shotgun.
Yeah.
And she blows his head off.
It just explodes his head.
It's very reminiscent of Pearl's head.
Yes.
In the end of Pearl.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
And then, a month later, we see her on the set of a new movie.
Yes.
She's dressed all a very like prim, proper 50.
Yes.
And she's just living the Hollywood dream.
Well, and I love it because we go behind the scenes and because she had like walked the Hollywood. She was like at a premiere.
And she was at the big theater.
She was the famous theater.
Yes.
And
Grauman.
Yes. And she like had an interview where she said that like, she's so thankful she's made it, blah, blah, blah. But then, but then she's on set. But before she goes in her trailer, and of course, what else? She has to snort a little coke.
Of course.
But I love, I don't know if you noticed, but when she was in her trailer at the porn place, it was cardboard and a $2 bill.
Yes.
The thing that she used was her SAG membership.
Yep.
Screen Actor Guild. And it was $100 bill.
And $100 bill.
I did notice the $100 bill.
Yeah. No, that was such a good
I was like,
detail.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then did she have a final line when she was like on the set?
I think she talks about how like in the interview or something, how she just like doesn't want it to end.
Oh, that's what that is what she says.
Hope it never ends.
Because the director is there on the new film.
Yes,
because she had sold her life rights to make a movie about her.
She's making the biography or whatever. Yes,
and we're watching a mold of her head in the set.
Yes,
and it's the same director as before. And she's like, "Well, what are you going to do next?"
Yeah,
and she's like, "I just don't want it to end."
Yeah,
so good.
No, so it was so good. It was so.
End of movie.
It was just fun. Like it was so
fun.
It was so fun.
It was fun.
Yeah. I feel like we've done some bad ones recently. So
it was good.
I know. Yeah, we've had.
Well, no, we've had some good. We've had some good and some bad.
We've done good and bad. Yeah.
No, but we did have a few baddies for a minute. Skinamarink sure was.
Yeah.
All right. Where are you going to take us, Laura?
Okay, well, I felt that we were going to have a very long discussion on Maxxxine.
Oh, right.
Because I know what I thought too. I was like, there's so much in this movie.
What we've thought about this, like our history on this podcast with this movie franchise. So I didn't go too deep, but I have some thoughts.
Okay. So just remember.
I love when you forget it.
I hate like the stupid canned
You're going to remember one thing.
Like I feel like I have to give these stupid
just
canned
say
lines.
it however you want. You don't have to say it the same way.
No, I know. I don't know. It throws me off.
What do you feel in your heart? Like just like remember, she's full of shit.
Just remember, she's full of shit.
She's full of shit.
That's it.
Aren't we all?
No, she is not a real doctor. She is not full of real shit. And this is just a movie, so don't take it that seriously. Yes. Relax.
So just chill, okay?
Yeah, calm down.
Calm down.
No, guys. Unlike Maxxxine.
Yeah.
So
Are you going to talk about like drug-induced
I
hallucinations from cocaine?
I actually didn't get into the drug part of it. I went a little bit more like old school, like psychotherapy type of stuff.
Yes.
On why I think Maxxxine was the person that she was. So what will come as a surprise to none, I think it all goes back to a fucked up childhood.
Yeah.
Doesn't it all?
We definitely get signs of that.
Yeah. So I feel that we can really trace a lot of this back to her upbringing in this very strict religious household. We never have seen a mother, right?
No. Or even mention.
No. Yeah, actually, so no.
The only thing we know about Maxxine's past is this very strict, evangelical, narcissistic image motivated father.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that led to a lot of childhood repression of herself. So her dad was so big and so controlling and so strict that she could not be Maxxine. She had to be whatever her dad wanted her to be.
And I think we do get the illusion. I remember this from X, and he said something at the end about how like she had a lot of siblings. Like he said, well, because he said something about the 5 other kids.
Oh, okay.
And I think that it was like she was the one that wouldn't obey. Like she was kind of the one child that like didn't just blindly follow.
Yeah.
That even makes more sense with what my theory is on this, and that she just was desperate to have independence and be able to be herself. And so when you're brought up with basically, I think the things behind her child rearing, the motivation from her dad was just shame and control.
Yeah.
He wanted to control her. He wanted to make her feel shame. And so I think that is what led directly to this need for fame. And it's not like this superficial thing. Like, I feel like a lot of times people will give like a bad, they'll have a bad interpretation of people that are like fame seeking, and they'll think like, oh, they're just superficial. Oh, they're just like shallow. But really, I think in Maxxine's case, it was that she never got validation. She never got independence. She always was dismissed and controlled and felt shame for anything she wanted to do that was counter to what her dad wanted. And that's what led to this true addiction to fame.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think she could help it.
I actually think that's so interesting because, like, I agree that you hear that in such a bad connotation of like, oh, they're just fame seekers. But I think that doesn't accurately give credit to what's underneath it. Like, that's not necessarily a bad thing. We wouldn't have the concept of fame if like people didn't want it.
Yeah.
On both ends of the spectrum, like the viewer and the actress, like.
It's like that amazing song by Jewel, Pieces of You.
Yes.
You hate people because they're pieces of you. Like, you hate people because they're aspects of your personality that you feel shame and guilt.
Yes.
But really, you have them. And that's the only reason you hate someone else for having them, is because you feel like I don't know, you either feel shame that you have it or you wish that you could express it more.
Yeah.
Like the way
we're getting deep on spooky soaps today.
Are getting deep.
This episode will be ending with the full song from Jewel. So
yeah, we can't afford that. I don't know why you think we would be able to afford
it's such a good song.
Okay, then let me say this episode will be ending with Laura singing the
doing a cover of
the Jewel.
I can do it. She's a pretty girl.
That's all we can afford.
It's such a good song. It's such a good song. But yeah, she needed to be able to control her own life, and especially like knowing about the siblings, which I guess I didn't pick up on. Like, she just got lost in the shuffle, or just strictly controlled by her dad. So she needed to be able to feel this like independence. And so instead of, a lot of times what happens when people have a traumatic childhood or an abusive parent, which he absolutely was, clearly, a lot of times it can lead to kind of this like internalized self-destruction. So Maxxine instead externalized that. I think that's what led to her aggression and her violence, was her murderous tendencies. That's her way of getting control and gaining her own power. She's like, no one else is in charge of my life. You PI trying to, or like you Pearl trying to murder me, you PI trying to blackmail me or whatever. No, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
Because I deserve to have control. I will not accept a life I do not deserve. So it's like almost this rebellion against her father, but also this like she takes it to heart. Like his advice.
Yeah, like in an empowering way.
But she turns the table. So I think that's why she has this addiction to fame. And this willingness to do whatever she has to do to keep that. And then also, I feel like she could have some survivor guilt, which I know we've talked about before. Like survivor guilt with these like final girls or whatever, but and some PTSD with what happened to all of her friends. So but I feel like a lot of times with survivor guilt, you feel you feel guilty and shamed and bad and down on yourself. And so you kind of might retreat a bit. But again, Maxxine just went the opposite. So she, as her way of coping, is willing to continue to kill people who do the bad things because she was the only one that survived this good group of friends who did nothing wrong. So she's going to take care of the bad guys, the type of people that did this to her in the first place.
Yeah.
So it really, I think, is all from like her past trauma as a childhood and this PTSD she had from the situation at the farmhouse. But she's empowering herself to, it feels so funny because I'm like totally like sticking up for the murderess, but I'm like, nah.
Aren't we always?
Like, in this case, absolutely.
She did what she should have done.
Yeah.
And get it, girl. And psych.
I love that, honestly. I think that's like girl supporting girl. Like that's, women-led, women-driven, you know.
Yep.
Put a bow emoji on it. We're good to go.
Slap a bow emoji on it.
Good to go.
No, because I think that's actually so true. Damn.
Yeah. So I kept it short, but to the point.
No, but I like it.
I also
it's a good point.
There would be way too much to talk about to have too many fun facts.
It's a good point. Yeah. Okay, before we move on, I have a quick question that I just popped into my noggin. Are they related? Like, is Pearl related to Maxxine?
Like in
real life? Well, not in real life, but like
I don't think that's been explained to us.
I don't think that was explained.
Because in the movie, in X, they made such a big deal of saying that like they look the same.
Look alike.
And then in Pearl, it's played by Mia Goth.
Yeah.
So like, is she supposed to be like her granddaughter? Or no? Is it just a weird crossover?
I mean, but it's like she doesn't know them in X, right? Like, it's not like she knows the house that they're at or...
No, but
like,
in theory, you don't always know. It could be that, like, their family... I don't know. But we don't know that. Is that, like, an established thing that I missed?
No, it's not. Yeah. I think we just don't know.
Okay.
Because I almost wonder if they left that up to interpretation in case there wants to be another movie of someone in the middle.
Yeah.
Because
like that's... mom in the middle of Pearl and...
Yeah, I mean, it's a big gap between... Pearl and X.
Because I was thinking, like, she plays both parts. So, like, I didn't know if that was for that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for the making of the movie, I guess when they originally started, they didn't even plan on it being a trilogy. Or 2 movies. And then at one point it was like, are there 4 movies? Like, so I don't think it was necessarily 2 planned. Because I know what happened is, X was first. They knew they wanted to make this movie, got it approved. A24 was like, okay, let's go for it. And then COVID happened, and that makes it really hard to film movies. And so that's why they ended up filming in New Zealand, where they found like a nice open thing where it's like, okay, let's just make a Texas farmhouse here to film. So they were able to like go through all the quarantines and do all the right things to film in New Zealand. And while he was there, Ty West mentioned that like he was like it almost felt like wrong to not make more movies because he was like they were one of the few people even making movies because it was peak COVID. They had set up all of this stuff, and so that's when they started making Pearl. And I think he like even was like FaceTiming Mia Goth to kind of like work through Pearl and like what that movie would look like and stuff. So it was like, okay, we're already here. We already have this set. We can make Pearl just right after. So they filmed Pearl right after.
Interesting.
Because they were already there. You know?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I feel like I heard that but forgot about it. Okay.
Yeah. And I think it was like during this process that, so originally Mia Goth wasn't going to play Pearl in X. So like older Pearl. But he threw it out as like sometimes we have actors do that. Like, how would you feel about it? And she was just like all for it. Like he was like, her reaction was like, I would crush that. You know, like, yes, absolutely. So I think it all just started like coming together, basically. Yeah. So they filmed those two back to back. And that's why we got all of these movies pretty much back to back.
Yeah.
And then they did Tiny Break for Maxxxine and then filmed that in now LA. Need a little bit more time, go a little further out to do that. For like half a second, I think like in a Reddit Ask Me Anything, there was like the potential of a fourth. Like he threw out that they were working on a fourth movie or like had ideas for it or something. But I think that has since been like they moved away from it. Like they were like, the story has kind of been told.
Yeah, I think it was a good way to wrap it up.
It was a great end.
Yeah. So, like it was just so well done altogether that, yeah. And I think this was A24's first trilogy they had done.
Okay.
So, not a bad start for them.
No. Mm-hmm. Well, because part of it was that like the biggest difference I think between Maxxxine and Pearl was the birthmark on Maxxxine.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a friend in college that had a very similar, hers was like lower on her neck, but it was like that, like she was very freckly, but then there was one area that was like super freckly.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, yeah, apparently like it can mean that like that's how you died in your past life. Like a birthmark.
Oh, I've heard that
representative.
Mm-hmm.
And so part of me was wondering, because hers did almost look like blood splatter.
Ooh.
That I was like, is that something? Because I mean, it's a very intentional birthmark they gave her. Like the whole.
Yeah.
So I was like, is that for a reason?
Yeah, they did like specifically just want something that made her unique. They were like, we want some sort of like birthmark, like something that would make her like unique, that it was different. Mm-hmm. So I think that's where the freckles like originally came in. And then I guess what they did for that is they just had like a cast of her face that they drilled holes in. So every morning she would just like come in, put the face on, and then they just airbrushed the freckles on. So that's how they made sure it was like always consistent though.
I would like love to like see a video of that process.
And then getting a little spray.
Oh my gosh.
But it took like 5 minutes and it looked the same every time. So,
that's so cool.
It's a good way to do
it.
What
a good idea.
Right?
I had never heard that birthmarks like could be an indication of how you died. Do either of you have like a birthmark that could be like how you died?
I do.
I have one like on my inner upper thigh that could
Yeah, I have like a big one.
There could be a big
thigh.
artery there.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
We're not doctors.
Yeah. When I was born, when I was born, I had one of those like red birthmarks on my face. Like it was like the corner of my face. And it moved up as I got older. But I have this blonde streak at the crown of my head right here. And it's because there's a birthmark under there. That's like where the red birthmark is.
Oh, that makes sense. Like,
and I guess it can change your hair color.
Yeah.
So maybe I died.
You're a head wound.
Gunshot,
I'm
like a head wound.
I'm like a thigh wound.
Yeah, I was also thigh.
Okay. Interesting.
Gosh.
Yeah. Interesting.
Okay, let's see. Oh, there is a making of documentary if anyone wants to.
Oh, I think I would really actually want to.
Just it's like on YouTube. I think it's like just look up like making of Maxxxine, and then I think it's called like filming in the belly of the beast or something. Like they always give it some sort of other name.
Right.
But the making of I feel like was just the other actors just being fans. Like I think the best example was Kevin Bacon, who I think had just watched Pearl and X like all of us and was like, this is incredible. I need to meet this guy. So he reached out to Ty West.
Okay, because
like,
I was wondering how he like ended up in this role.
Yeah.
I love it.
He called him to be like, what are you doing?
That's so
I would like to be
cool.
a part of it. So he reached out, I think not even knowing Maxxxine was happening. Like that's just like how it came together. And it's like, that's how like every interview went for Maxxxine. It was just all of the like Lily Collins was like so excited about like just like work. She was like, I love that I get to be in a movie that's in a movie. Like all of it, like
that's
they
amazing.
all like just seemed so excited to be there. Like you could tell this was just like them being fans and getting to be a part of it.
what a cool moment to be in, you know?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. No, I mean, it looked fun. Like Halsey, when she got the script and she just read the whole thing and then she was like, oh wait, what are my lines? Like she was like, I didn't read it as like an actor. I just like read it.
That's amazing.
Because she's in a very small part. Like, that's amazing.
That makes me just want to watch another Kevin Bacon movie for this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we need to watch Tremors. I know it's not like full horror.
Mm-hmm.
No, we should.
It's more like funny horror.
No, but
it's one of the best movies ever.
That might be a good October one. Because we could sprinkle a fun one.
Because also like we need oldies. We have watched a lot of new ones. So like we need to mix in the oldies.
Is that what you thought I was going to say, Brianna?
Yes. Oh my God. That movie used to scare me so bad, you guys.
Okay, let's do it.
I watched it
so bad.
I watched it not too long ago and I was like, oh my God, it's so good.
It's amazing. Yeah. Yep. Sold.
Okay,
done.
Let's do it. Okay, I already mentioned it was filmed in LA, which apparently is actually very difficult to do.
I've heard that.
Place
I would
actually, theoretically loves filming is really hard to do. So I think they had to, kind of like what we heard in other movies, anytime they're in a main attraction, it's like they had to film like for short periods of time in the middle of the night, blocking things off. He was saying that like it was because everything had to look 80s, like they basically would like kind of get the shot and it was like, okay, from here to here needs to look 80s. And then it was like everything around it, was 2023. Like it was just like pick a little section and it's like, okay, nowhere past that. We're good. Like that's how they saved money. It's just like,
though I
finding it and then only doing that.
I always wonder about that part of movies when it's really old. Is like how much of the set, especially before it was like digitally completely redone. Like, how much do they do? Like, I would love to watch the process of like how they have to like take like if they're just in a grocery store, but it has to be a completely 1950s grocery store. Like the attention to detail.
I feel like I would like that job. I would like to be able to like be a set decorator, like even if I'm just a helper.
You would be so good at that, like your Halloween parties.
Yes.
Well, and like you have to do so much like thrifting, because like Ty West was talking about, it's like like for a movie set in like the 80s, he's like you can't just go get stuff from the 80s,
No,
like
you
it's
gotta
like
go to the Goodwill.
When it's like your parents' house, it's like their furniture would be from the 60s. Like it's not just like, oh, go find all things 80s and then just like slap it all over the place. That's not what the 80s looked like.
Right.
You have to like actually think about how people would have lived then. And I feel like they just nailed it.
I think being like the historian behind that, like the researcher would be so cool. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I'll do one more fun fact. Psycho, the filming at the Bates Motel and everything scene, that was in the script and he like never really considered the fact that they might not approve that. So like there was no alternative scene for that. God.
Okay.
But luckily they did ask permission and everyone said yes and it was okay. Although he did mention that, because if you have ever done the Universal Studios tour, they take you through it.
Cool.
And he did say that they had to like the tour didn't get to stop then. And I would have been pissed because that was my favorite part of that tour is getting to go past that.
Yeah, no, I would have been mad.
It's so funny because I did that same tour and I just remember the streets of New York like being like memorable.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember the Psycho part.
But
I remember the streets of New York and I remember Jaws. I remember Bruce.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I feel like
those are the two things I remember the most.
Yeah.
Well, at least like when I did it, like I'm pretty sure the Bates Motel is like behind Whoville, which was really funny. So it's like you get to see like Whoville.
It's so random. It's so weird.
Like, the Bates Motel.
Maybe they were filming something then and I couldn't see it or something because I don't.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh, maybe I saw it, but I don't know.
Anyway. I'll have that be my last fun fact.
I love that. I know. I always think about that, especially like for Mad Men. Because like it was just such a prolonged period and they were so fucking accurate.
Yeah.
I won't go on I could, but I won't. But yeah, it makes
we'll call in Matt for that one.
Matthew, come on. Pour yourself a martini. Get in here. Oh, wow.
What a movie. If you haven't watched it and you listen to all this, go watch it. It's so fun.
It's
like, it's such a fun movie. Oh, my last fun fact is when Ty West like realized it was going to be a trilogy, he did make a joke about calling like the first movie X, the next movie XX, and then the last movie Triple X.
I mean,
so
that
we
also
do get the
been...
Maxxine with the 3.
Because it is the official title is the 3 X's.
Yeah. So that was like kind of a joke, but
that would have been good.
Okay, so I'll be interested to hear this. I'm going to give us a little refresh.
Ooh.
When we watched Pearl,
okay.
I did not have a good time. I did not like Pearl.
You didn't. I remember you didn't.
Like, I don't know that I liked it at all. There was maybe a couple moments. I don't know why, you guys. I
remember that you didn't.
To rewatch it.
Yeah, you were a hater.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't. Maybe
we don't understand.
Well, it's not a good movie, but anyways. But maybe I should rewatch it now that I've seen these two. Like maybe I would appreciate it more. But I loved X.
Yeah, X is so
I loved
good.
X. That's why I'm surprised that's
I know
haven't done.
Yeah,
I know. But we didn't do X. We did do Pearl. So I'm going to remind us of what our scores were. For Pearl.
Okay, that's honestly helpful.
So for Pearl, Laura, you were a 2.5.
Really? That's lower than I would have thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Yvette, you were a 3.5.
And
I evened us out with a 1.5.
Oh my God.
You were such a hater.
I don't know. I just didn't
see. And that's funny because like when I went online, I feel like it was like a lot of people thought Maxxine was the worst. Like a lot of people agreed that was like the worst of the 3, which I thought was pretty surprising.
I have to say, I was shocked watching it this time how much I liked it, because the very first time I watched it, I didn't want to say much because you two both liked it so much. And I was like, this was bad. I didn't like it.
So maybe I need to watch Pearl again.
Because I really didn't like it. And then when I watched it back this time, I was like, I was crazy. I don't understand why I didn't like it, because I loved it this time.
It's so fun. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. So here on Spooky Sips, we don't give stars. We give sips. But we're going to do 2 things this time. We're going to rate Maxxine out of 5 sips. And then I also want you to rate the 3 movies of your favorite to your least favorite.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, man. Okay. I was thinking for this one, and actually I'm happy you gave my score, because I remember thinking this was really, but now I'm forgetting how I felt about Pearl. Like, I feel like it's hard to like remember all the movies now.
It is. It really is.
Okay, that was a long time ago.
The first time I watched it, I like came out of the theater and I was like, I love this movie. Like, I loved everything about it. I feel like that you have to watch this one in theater. Like, it was just so fun to watch it with other people.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's at least a 4 for me. I'm gonna give it a 4, solid 4 for Maxxine, and then my ranking is probably X, Maxxine, Pearl.
Okay. Ditto.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say no more.
Say less.
I have nothing more to say. Exactly. Maxxine, I give a 4, and the rankings is the same. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to mix it up a little bit.
All right, be different.
My rating for Maxxine, I'm like teetering between a 4 and a 4.5. Okay, I'm going to go with a 4 for Maxxine. I agree. Like,
we're unanimous.
Yes, very solid 4. Highly recommend. But my ranking is different. Maxxine is my favorite.
Oh,
and then X, and then Pearl.
Yeah,
because like I loved X, and I would be interested to watch it again and see. Like, I might need a refresh.
Yeah,
but I love Maxxine, and I do slightly remember the first time that I saw Maxxine thinking like, oh, I liked this even more.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Maxxine is my top.
I remember the first time watching Maxxine thinking, I'm sad it wasn't as good as X.
Yeah. I feel like the only reason X is above is because I think Pearl references X and Pearl so much that it's like, well, I don't know if it holds as much on its own, but there's a lot that I really appreciate about it.
That's fair.
I'm glad you said that, because other than saying ditto, what I would have said is that I think watching Maxxine without having a reference to or memory of X, I would rate a 3. But if you remember or can reference X, then that's when I give it a 4.
Yeah.
See, which is so funny because that's why I rate it higher, is because I could watch it by itself.
Yeah.
I think it's way better when you can reference it. I think it really is.
Yeah. They're all 3 honestly very good. It's worth watching all 3.
And really, I think if I had to do it all over again, I would watch Pearl and then X and then Maxxine.
Yeah, watching
That's
it in
what we should do.
The chronological,
in order.
Yes, I feel like that would
So
be
if you
the right
haven't seen them, try that.
Do it in that
try
order.
doing it in order.
Yeah.
You guys, we should do that in a couple of years once
we should.
These movies.
Yes.
Yeah. Once we're famous,
okay, yes.
We'll have Ty West on. We'll talk about it.
Yes, there we go.
What kind of repressed upbringing have you had to be?
Exactly.
Let's talk about this.
You can go into the psychology of it. It'll be therapy. It'll be therapy with Ty West. It'll be great.
Yeah, love it.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, next time on Spooky Sips, we're watching a movie that not many, we hadn't even all heard of it. We don't know much about it, but we've heard the rustle and bustle.
So this could be good or bad.
Weapons. I think it just came out. I don't know.
It just came out when we're recording this. It hasn't been out long. So by the time
by the time this comes out, it'll be around.
Been out, yeah.
But yeah, Weapons. So
know nothing about it.
Neither have we.
I'm intrigued.
I know, me too. So get watching and get sipping. We'll see you next time on Spooky Sips.
Thank you for listening to Spooky Sips. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you're listening. To stay up to date on all the spooky things we're up to, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at SpookySips_podcast. And if you want to help support the podcast, consider buying us a coffee, or really a cocktail. We are completely independent, so every little bit goes a long way to keeping our podcast running and improving. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.